Hey yo, Stevie Wonder can see what it is, man. We see it, and we know what the objective is. So to the people, rise up. The reason the world is what it is today is concrete. How much money one needs when you're dead and gone? You can't take it with you. No. Corporate greed worldwide has caused greed. Why is the world in state? Reason, wanna know the reason. Oh, the world is up and the reason why man fight for money, the gold and the oil for the power. Testing who testicles are bigger, him or I. What's the reason to kill the innocent, women, the elderly, the children all over the world? When the good Lord put enough on this planet to feed us and 10 billion more, the reason is not good enough. It can never be the reason. The reason the world is on fire. How much money the reason ain't good enough. The babies don't deserve to die for lies. Reason, let's all do better. Let's we all got kids and families that we want to see grow up. To get married and some kids. Reason to love, honor, respect one another to make the world a better place. Make the world a better place. This way for all of us. With many more blessings to come. Just gotta give them reason. Do better.
Yes, sir. This is Ali Hoodstar365, and welcome to Respect the Game, the podcast, episode 2, season 2, episode 2. And in today's podcast, we're going to talk about why the world is on fire and what's the cause of it being on fire. Well, the reason the world is on fire is just out of pure greed. Because first of all, God has provided enough on this planet to feed us, 8 billion plus humans on the planet, plus how many creatures and animals are on the planet, whatever is living that he created, plus 10 billion more. So there's no reason to fight and kill and go to war for each other for the resources. But today's episode is talking about why the world's on fire. The world's on fire now because Netanyahu, Israel decided to bomb Iran in the midst of Trump having peace talks, in the middle of peace talks. So Trump's not happy about that, and he showed his displeasure this morning. And he said that, Israel shouldn't have bombed him while he was in the middle of the talk. He's about to complete a peace talk with them. And he decides to he said he dropped a massive amount of bombs on them. And he's not happy about. And Iran struck back. I guess no one thought that Iran had the capabilities to fight back because through the history of the Middle East, the Arabs have always been the weak ones. The weak, they don't fight back. Well, they fight back, but with rocks and limited, weaponry. But times have changed. 50 years later, Iran has been studying and seeking knowledge, and their technology is like one of the world's best technologies. But we've known that because I've known that for years, that their technology is up there with. They can get into any database around the world. They have the capability to shut the United States grid off. That's the electricity and the Wi-Fi. And they have the capability to send missiles over here and create and hit our infrastructures. They're not going to be brutal like Israel, brutal how they did Gaza, just brutally destroyed the whole strip. Just brutal. But Muslims are not like that. Muslims are compassionate. They pinpoint their targets and they warn. You see all that damage they did in Tel Aviv, and you would have thought like 50,000 people would have got killed with all that damage, right? Like 4 people died because they gave everybody a chance to evacuate. They're merciful. And Iran is striking hard, and then the United States went over there and bombed the 3 sites, nuclear sites per se. And Iran ain't playing. Iran is sending missiles to military bases in the Middle East. They belong to the United States, putting our soldiers in harm's way, which is not good. Just dragging us into a war that's unnecessary. So now we're going to wait to see what the outcome is going to be. What's going to be Israel's response. They always fucking threaten, and that's part of their protocol. They say if they feel as though they're doomed and Israel's about to collapse, that they have the day of Sabbath, where they push the button and nuclear weapons go to like five of the most powerful countries in the world. That's to destroy the planet. So if anybody shouldn't have nukes, it's them, right? They're so concerned about anybody else having nukes. I think they shouldn't have nukes. And plus, they didn't even follow the protocol to even acquire nukes. Then they stole all the blueprint and the diagram how to make them from us. Infiltrating our government and infiltrating, the labs and all that. And they got all the information because they're following his doctrine some man made from the Caucasus Mountains. He made his own book. You know how they made the book, the FOI book, the Nation of Islam? They took reference from the Quran and made their own book and shit like that for the United States, African Americans, United States, to follow their protocol, but then they just went left with it and following something else somebody else saying. Not what Prophet Muhammad from the desert says, what law is concerning the Quran itself, but they reference off of it. Just like the Bible, how they created different Bibles and just used certain passages to get the inner desires of man, to favor them, like white supremacy, Jewish supremacy, and everything else around the world. Buddhism, and whatever everybody, all these humans are into. So this is why the world is on fire, man. It's not a joke, man. It's not a game. We all have kids that we want to see grow up. That's why I say that in my song. The reason the world is on fire. We all have kids we want to see grow up. We all got kids that we want to see grow up. Let's all do better. before we die. Jesus, it ain't good enough. Babies don't deserve to die. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I do better, man. You know, God provided enough for everybody on the planet, man. There's no need to kill each other. All we got to do is learn how to love, honor, and respect one another as humans. No human being is better than any other human being. God created us. There's no thing as the chosen ones and all that shit. God created humans, man. That's it. And then we all populated, having sex with each other and created more humans. Human beings started on the continent of Africa, because that's where Adam landed from heaven, if you believe, right? Then he created a woman from Adam's rib, and then they got together and they made it, and they made a child, then another child, then another child, then another child, to the point to where the planet now has almost 8.5 billion human beings on the planet. But then 1% of it wants to control the entirety of the planet because of money. Is that weird? That the shit that's not even real. They're charging us for water, to drink water. They're selling us water. They're selling us grapes. They're selling us apples, lettuce, cabbage, all the stuff that God created to grow for free for human beings. Charging us rent on the land that they don't own. This is God's land. Charging us for fucking utilities where we can just get the sun and create. We have the ability to create a big solar farm that it'll service the entirety of the United States with free electricity. But because of the way the banking system structured everything is greed, and all the money goes to them, to Israel and their group of people, the banking system. And I've been seeing on social media a lot of Americans like really upset right now, and a lot of people around the world saying we want to send our apologies to Germany, because all these years, Germany's been, propagandized against them, that they were evil and they were bad. Nobody can understand why they did what they did to them. Now we get it. After watching for 2 years of the brutality of what they've done in Gaza, that is so brutal and so heartbroken. When I seen that, man, in December of 2023, it was, yeah. Right? Was? Oh, I don't know when it was. Or 2024, yeah, 2023, right? Yeah. And that shit inspired me to record a song, and that's when I made my first song. Not my first song, but it was my second single as an artist. As an official artist, when I registered as an artist. My first song, no, that was my first song. It's called Biggest Op. Yeah, going back. That was my first song. It's called Biggest Op, man. I even shot a video for it. When I seen that, it broke my heart, and I fucking just started crying, for humans. Not because of anyone's religion or anyone's status on the planet as far as wealth or intimidation because they have weapons and none of that shit. All because of human beings, being a human. That shit had an effect on me, man. So I recorded my first single. It's called Biggest Op, because in the United States, it started its bullshit a couple of years ago with the drill music and the op this, op that, and they're all shooting each other. They're all shooting and killing each other with this op shit. You feel me? So I said, what the biggest op is what the people over there, Israel, doing to Gaza. How can you go and just blow up an entire hospital and everybody in it, and then kill all the doctors and the nurses, and kill United Nations members, kill all the press. And anybody out there with a camera that was filming for the press, they shot them all dead. And the ambulances that were going to go help people and save them, how they killed them, they just buried the whole ambulance and everything to the fucking desert. They fucking made mass graves and just pushed. You know how the Germany did them in the Holocaust? Well, they did it to the Palestinians. They dug big holes and just pushed them into the fucking hole and dug them and buried them like that, with no wrapping them, no putting them in boxes, nothing. Just pile human beings up in mass graves, bro. That's why a lot of those soldiers that did that, they're all fucking, they're going fucking crazy because all those souls are haunting them. When they go to sleep at night, or whenever they close their eyes, wherever they are, they feel a presence among them, and they can't handle it. They're losing their mind. They're quitting from serving, and a lot of them have committed suicide. And a lot of them are even refusing now to continue to fight. So they have an issue. So that's why Israel's, crying and whining that they want the United States to help them to get in the war. If I was Trump, I'd pull everybody back, bro. Pull all my shit back, bring it home. And tell Iran, forgive us for dropping those 3 bombs on your nuclear sites. Even though they were dry and we didn't hit anything, we just did that to show our support for Israel to see if they'll let up and let us continue the peace talks. But obviously, they don't care about none of that. So we're going to let y'all too go ahead and fucking fight how y'all doing it. And when it's done, hit us up, man. We'll negotiate the business, bro. Because right now, we can't get in the midst of that because Russia said they're going to go help Iran. China said they're going to help Iran. North Korea said they're going to help Iran. Pakistan said they're going to help Iran. And a lot of other countries that have nuclear weapons, they're all saying they're going to support Iran because the world is fed up with imperialism and emperors and, kingdoms and all that, dominating the world and bullying the world and killing people, bro. We got to stop killing one another. As humans, we must learn how to fucking get along, bro. It doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense at all, bro. We're on the verge of World War III for real, man. It's not even a joke. And then the United States, the way we've been taught and the shit that we're exposed to, it's like we were all indoctrinated by Walt Disney. Everything is a joke. Everything is cartoons. Nobody believes in it. Everything's fake news. I had my man over here yesterday, and then I was talking to him about it, and that's what he was saying to me. He said, man, that shit not real. That shit's all fake. All those videos that you see with them missiles and all that shit is fucking AI, bro. It's not even real, bro. I'm like, what? That's the problem, bro, with the United States. Everybody's stuck on Walt Disneyland, and they worrying about their fucking sports and entertainment and all that shit. They're not in tune with reality, bro. That at any moment, man, one of them missiles can come flying over here. Did you know that Russia has surrounded the United States of America, Russia and China? They're in the waters. They have nuclear submarines that are in the water, right outside the border on the Atlantic and the Pacific and in the Gulf and up top of Canada. So we are completely surrounded, bro. And we don't have the dome that we've been paying for Israel all these years, the $30 billion a year for them. Even though the ship shut down, stopped working, now they're getting bombed the fuck out, bro. That's why they're screaming for help. But the world's like, everybody's like cheering like it's a basketball game or a football game or a soccer game. The World Cup, everybody's happy that Israel finally getting bombed. But they're not being killed because Iran, they're merciful, man. Because they didn't want to be brutal like Israel, they were evil like Israel. They would just bomb. They wouldn't even warn nobody to do what they did. Like they did to Gaza. They just started bombing all the universities, all the schools, all the refinery. They bombed the whole shit, knocked it completely out of order, bro. And now they're killing the people themselves, putting food out there. They stopped the food from going in. Then they put it out there like how you catch mice. Put it out there and everybody's all hungry and they're coming up. Thousands of them. And then they pull up with a helicopter and start shooting at them and killing them. That's just pure evilness, man. I don't know what the world can do to correct their behavior besides go to war with them or gotta fucking reprogram their minds, bro, because that ain't it, dude, to be that brutal. And then whoever don't agree with them, they kill them. They fucking kill them. Whoever don't agree with that shit, like if you hold a powerful platform and you're an influence and you're speaking like what I'm talking about, they'll go and fucking do assassination on you. My thing is this, that since the world knows that, why the world don't do that to them? Since we know and identify who they are. Like, look, Iran blew up their headquarters in Israel, the Mossad headquarters, blew it up, and their fucking stock exchange, a diamond district. Why people don't go and just do that to them? Why do the United States? Why we got to bow down to them? When we, the United States of America, we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. How do we let them infiltrate our government and then start paying our politicians? Well, we send them $4 billion a year. We send them $4 billion a year, and then they take that $4 billion and they invest a lot of it into giving it to our politicians to favor them with policies and laws to put in for them to continue to dominate the banking system in the world and keeping everybody enslaved. I wonder why they were like that, why they were created that way, to be like that. And then they don't believe in anything. They don't believe in Islam. They don't believe in Christianity. They don't believe in Catholic. They want everybody who don't believe what they believe in dead. Like, why we can't just all live amongst one another like we've been living amongst one another for thousands of years? Did you know that in Palestine, they lived like that together, the Jewish community and the Arabs and the Muslims for 1,000 years, bro? And then what happened was the Ashkenazis from Russia, the white people from Europe, that's when they migrated to Palestine, and they brought their own book that this dude made up, which he took references from the Torah, the book of Moses, and he made his own, how he interpreted it with hate. The devil stepped in and he interpreted it with hate. And he talking about that shit that they're doing. But nobody in this universe can defeat God, bro. God will let you dangle and think and let you get arrogant and really believe it is what you're doing, and that like you got that, and then he'll hit you with it. Boop, as a reminder. You know what I'm saying? We just need all to stop the bullshit, man. This war, it's spiritual and political, and it's financial, and it's personal, what you're doing overseas. And it affects our gas, our food, our safety right here in America, man. Are you not concerned? I know I'm concerned. This shit not a joke, man. The U.S. and NATO, they're aligned with Israel, but divided on strategy. You know what I mean? The global superpowers, they're choosing sizes now, man. You know, everybody who they told us was bad around the world, but they all together against the United States and against Israel. Nobody wants to fuck with the United States and Israel. They hate us. The entire world hates us now. So if you're traveling overseas or you're going on vacation, man, you gotta be careful, bro, because we are a mark. We are now targets, man. When you go to say, you American, say no, nigga. Oh, no, I'm here. I know. Shit's serious. Look, my nephew, he got sent over to Israel last month to study because he's a professor at a university in America. And he got caught up in Tel Aviv, bro. But that shit started bombing. And then they bust him out of there on Friday and then flew him out, and he landed on Monday morning in America. So he's back home. But he's fucking traumatized, bro. He got to go to fucking therapy now because he witnessed all them bombs and heard all them bombs and shit going off, bro. They blew it, when that big bomb blew off and it blew off the cascade to the front of the hospital or whatever, he was only like a couple 100 meters away from that. That's how close it was from killing him. So I need everybody to send their prayers, man, for my nephew, man. And then this war right here, everybody thinking it's going to be like how World War II was, where you're going to have soldiers parachuting in and coming in the water, off the water and on their feet. It ain't that, bro. They don't, do motherfuckers fight outside anymore? Throw punches on? Hell no, what they do? They pull their gun out and shoot you the fuck down, right? Well, that's how the military is now. Everything is cyber attacks, oil wars, and religion wars, bro. They use their jets, they use their drones and their technology to blow you the fuck up and to defeat you. You know, with AI, bro. The information age. It's here, bro. We're going to go commercial break and we'll be right back in a few minutes. Enjoy this new song.
Back in 2019, late 2019, I was telling you about these times coming.
GD.
This conspiracy theory. I lost my IG page that I had since 2014. I
Yes, sir. They lied to us from day one, but now the truth is out the bag. Now, you get the information. If you still don't believe and you still want to be brainwashed, then that's up to you, man. You know what I mean? To you be your way and to me be mine. And if we use that principle around the world, and then everybody will just live in peace and harmony, man. You want to go to church? Go to church, bro. You want to go to the masjid? Go to the masjid, bro. You want to go to the fucking thing where they go over there to bump their head on the wall? Do that, bro. Whatever it is you do, but don't push that and force that on nobody else and kill nobody because they don't believe in what you believe in. To you be your way and to me be mine. That is a simple principle. And then we all just have to deal with our decisions on a day of judgment, if you believe in a day of judgment. But then don't be in a rush to put us in a day of judgment, because if this continues going the trend that it's going, and they start shooting nuclear weapons at each other. Do you know how many nuclear weapons there are in the world and who has them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just the United States and fucking China and Russia and Israel that got nuclear weapons. There's a lot of countries that got nuclear weapons, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the media is spinning it behind the scenes. You know, it's all about who controls the New World Order. That's really what it's about. They trying to get control because man realizes, you know, that every kingdom in the history of man, every kingdom, whoever ruled the world at that time, only stayed in power for 250 years. It's always a change. There's always a kingdom change every 250 years. And we're on year 250 right now as we speak. And you see what's going on now. The world's going against the kingdom rulers, which is the United States, Israel, the Western powers. You know, Britain, United States, France, Sweden, all the white supremacy countries that have been dominating the world. And you know what's crazy? The white people didn't come onto this planet until 4,500 years ago. Well, it was not 4,500. It was in the 1680s when the fucking white man came on the planet. In 1680 something. So how many years ago was that? It might have been 4,500 years. I'm not a mathematician, but and then they came in and dominate. They came to dominate the world when they started. You know, they discovered how to make weapons and make projectiles go down range and shoot people, kill people. But you know what the war will mean to our youth and our future generations? Because they're going to have a draft. Israel is short on soldiers. The soldiers are weak. They cowardly, how they train. But I thought we trained them. They don't fight. They can't fight. All they do, they're real brave against women and children, or shooting you from a distance and blowing you up. They're weird mannerisms. Go watch the videos. They're all on TikTok. And just watch their mannerisms. They're like not normal. Like how they move and their body movement and how they react, and how they squirm, and it's like weird to me, bro. I'm a veteran, so I know what a professional soldier is. I'm an 11 Bravo Charlie 2, man, infantry, a grunt. And they didn't train us like that. I don't know who the fuck trained them. But that ain't it, bro. We gotta do better. But if they have a fucking draft, they're gonna draft all our young men from urban America, and they're gonna have black people fighting for Israel and the United States, the same two people that hate us, that oppressed us. Look at all the new laws and shit they're putting in now to try to bring oppression and racism back to America, because they let all these people into those positions. Trump administration, well, the people that's running it, they put all their people into position. Trump doesn't have no say in that, bro. They put him in position because they got Trump and everybody, every political head in America, they got them all on by the balls. Blackmail from that FD Island shit, bro, because there was cameras everywhere. So whoever was participated in that, they got you. So they got you fucking blackballed. There's nothing you can do about it at all. So that's what we're doing. That's reality. That's with no filter, Now I'm sitting here right now in my studio, hot as hell because I ain't put the air on. And I'm giving you the thoughts that are crossing my mind from absorbing all this shit that's been going on since last year. But I couldn't speak on it because I was fighting cancer since last December in 2024. And now, through God and prayer and love to my kids. Oh my God, I love my kids so much. My kids really supported me, man. My son and my daughter, they took me to the VA, to Philadelphia, every day for 5 days a week for seven weeks, man, for treatment. I got my feeding tube removed yesterday. Had my PET scan done 2 weeks ago, and they said that it worked. The radiation and chemo worked, that it's gone. So I get another PET scan in September. So God willing, it'll show that it's gone. I'm feeling better. My strength is up. I'm able to move around, clean the house, cut the grass and move around, bro. So God is good. God is real, man. So, as humans, we got to come to realize that God is real, that He created it, and everything between the heavens and the earth, man. And come to realize that, we have all been lied to and scammed, bro. NASA and that space shit, that's all a scam. The food is fake in the United States. We're all being poisoned on purpose for what? For money. So people can get sick. They're spraying the air with the chemtrails and all that for people to be sick. The people that get sick and go to the doctor, go to chemo and radiation treatment. Some doctors are even lying to patients and tell them they got cancer and they don't have cancer, bro. That's just evilness. Evilness. Beings. Evil. That's evil. But they caught his ass. He locked up. But he made $30-something million doing it, bro. But if we go to war, you know what that's going to mean, man? Inflation's going to go to the ceiling. It's going to be blackouts. Supply chains are going to collapse, and we're going to have food shortages. War means social media distractions. While the elite secure bunkers and stock up, while we're arguing over TikToks and they're plotting world domination, you better wake up. But my take, my final thoughts on this whole situation is that Trump is mad because he lost control of the narrative. Netanyahu went behind his back and said, we don't need the United States, but they have all our weaponry, our jets, our bullets, our bombs, our equipment, our technology, everything. They just the humans that we put in there. We wanted to secure the Middle East concerning the resources because we couldn't let the Arabs dominate it all, and then we'd be the third world country. So that's understandable on that point. But now the lab experiment that was created by Britain and the United States and put them conscious Europeans in Palestine and called it Israel is now backfiring. That Frankenstein has grown and has lost control and lost his way. So now he don't want to listen to Sensei anymore, take orders from Sensei. He want to do his own thing. And some have it that they are not our allies, man. They're attacking us. They did 9/11. They killed John F. Kennedy. Like all this shit is coming out. Russia breached the database, and now Iran breached the database, and they're releasing all this information on exactly what happened, and that it wasn't planes that hit the World Trade Center. That shit was bombs. It was this big explosion that they implanted in the buildings for years. So it's a lot, bro. It's like a lot of fucking negative information. And I just pray to God that He continues to give me the strength to stay sane, bro. Because I'm secluded. I moved from the city, and now I live here in the woods. And it's just me and my dog during the day. And when my daughter is in school, but now school's out, but she's staying with her mom for a week or so. And so I'm here by myself in my thoughts. But I believe in God, and I believe in His favor. And I believe that the world will overcome its ignorance, his self-ignorance, man. And for those who are out of order, the world must check them. The world cannot let one group of people just do whatever they want to do with no repercussion. with no laws, because if that's the case, then there's no law should apply to anyone. The whole world should just be a purge. Nobody go to jail for murder, bank robbery, rape, drug dealing, none of that shit. Nobody should go to jail for anything, bro. If that is allowed, what just happened to Gaza in these 2 years, where we seen it in real time on our cell phones, on TikTok. That's why they was trying to ban TikTok, but TikTok is too powerful with money. So they said we can't lose them billions of dollars off of TikTok. So we have to keep that alive, but we just have to kill all the journalists that are trying to film shit, you know. But the Palestinians had their smartphones on them. They're the ones that did all the fucking filming and posted it. They documented everything, bro. So now the world knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear that in the sky? That's a jet. Or a C-130, because there's a base a few miles down the road from me. Air Force Base. And if it escalates any further, bro, we could see a nuclear conflict, which would cause martial law and civil unrest, because American citizens are out protesting in the hundreds of thousands. Today, yesterday? They had a real big protest in D.C. They had them in California Friday, San Diego on Saturday. Like millions of everybody's protesting. Nobody's happy. All the mega Trump supporters, they're all pissed off at Trump because Trump campaigned that once he became president again, he was going to be no more wars, that he was going to be America first, and fuck everybody else, and he just did totally the opposite because he has no choice. Israel's in control of our Congress and Senate. The only way America will get back control is to deport every last one of them out the country. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Y'all talking about the banking system. Get all of them out, bro. Just take them, walk them out, put them on the bus on a plane, and ship them out somewhere and say, you can't come back here, you're banned. You don't have to kill them how Israel did. Germany did. Everybody, all of them. It don't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a politician, a school teacher, a professional athlete. Anybody with that belief system and that energy got to go. And then America will be America's again. Even though America, the white people came in and took the land from the indigenous, the black people that was already here, and we being factual, you know, and start giving the land back to the black people and give them their dues, man. They deserve dues, man. The money for reparations and land. And if you don't want us to live around you, just give us land or give us a state or two and put us all in those 2 states and just leave us alone. Let us live. Let us have our means of doing export from the water, from the ports, and bring it to our 2 states to bring in food and all the necessities for us to live. And then we'll just leave y'all alone. You leave us out of it, and we'll create our own sports leagues, and we'll create our own entertainment arenas, and we'll do our own music and monetize everything that we do for ourselves. And then you guys live on your own, and then you guys create everything on your own. You have to give up everything we created. We created country music, jazz music, hip-hop, salsa, reggaeton, everything that's a vibration in the world, we created it. So you got to take all that back, and then you have to create your own thing. We created baseball, basketball, football. We created everything that you worship today. We created it all. GPS, everything that's in America, the washer, the dryer, the air condition, everything, the lights, everything. We created it all. And just let us have it all. Pay us for it, for the creation of it all. And then you guys go and live like pilgrims and create on your own, whatever it is that y'all create. And then everybody be at peace. I think that's a great plan. Or just move us all back to Africa, like you said, right? Give everybody a couple $1 million and let us all move back to Africa. And Africa, give us some countries in Africa to go there and boom, do our thing. And then after that, just do business accordingly. When you come over to Africa, don't just come there and fucking kill everybody, take the minerals. Come there and say, yo, what you got in the ground? All right, look, we're going to need this much right here a year, and then we're going to take it, and then we're going to refine it, and then we're going to give you a percentage of the profits so you can build we're going to build your infrastructure. You know what China's doing now in Africa? They building the infrastructure and the roads and the bridges and schools and universities and all that. Development. The world can be a better place without evilness and greed. We cannot follow the shaitan or the devil's plan. We have to follow God's plan. Because you follow God's plan, then the world will be at peace. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's all do better, man. Let's all prepare mentally and spiritually and economically for a better and respect one another with love and honor to survive. Because at this rate we continue, man, we're not gonna be here, bro. Everything will come boom, and then I'll be talking, and then I'll be like, yeah, and it'll be gone, bro. No more Hoodstar365. No more Ali Hoodstar365. Respect the Game, the podcast. Hoodstar Entertainment. Hoodstar World of Brand. No Artist Empire live platform. Nothing, bro. Gone. A memory. Not even a memory, because everybody's gonna be going. Anybody really talk about it? And that's when they turn the shit back on the internet and everything pops back up. Like, oh yeah, this guy, he created all these podcasts. Listen to what he was talking about, man. He was warning the world for 5 years on his podcast, man. Oh, listen. Oh shit, listen to his songs. He's talking about it in his songs, man. Nobody even was paying attention. That's crazy, bro. We should have been listening to him instead of listening to these entertainers telling us to shoot and kill and sell our souls and sell our bodies for profit. Damn. But guess what? That hasn't happened yet, and we're still alive, so it's not too late. Go follow artistempire.live on TikTok and IG and sign up today, because I've created the world's biggest platform. It's an all-in-one platform that's going to change the entire culture from being exploited like it's been exploited for all these years. It launches July 1st. And when you see its capabilities and what it does, you're going to be your mind will be blown away. And any investors that want to invest, come on in and invest, man. Got to bring in 7 figures, 7 to 8 figures. And if you want to talk about buying it from me, then you're going to have to get your weight all the way up, man. We're going to talk about the motherfucking 9 figures, because this thing is going to be major worldwide, bro. Major. It's going to cut a lot of heads, hands, and feet off from the bloodsuckers and the culture vultures that have been getting fat off of the culture's content and its creation and its vibration and its energy. All right, so I'm Ali Hoodstar365. This is Respect the Game, the podcast, season 2, episode 2. So go tune into the podcast on Spotify, YouTube. Go follow me on YouTube at Hoodstar365, even though they're censoring me with some bullshit. And TikTok, Hoodstar365. IG, Hoodstar365, and all social media platforms. Go get my books that are out right now on Amazon. You know, I'm E. Torres Sr., the author. I have a new novel coming out, too. The Journey Continues. Also, ebooks, generational wealth building, where I created ebooks to teach you how to invest and how to create, generational wealth for your children, bro, and your loved ones and your family, leave a legacy, So go follow, go tap in, go sign up right now to artistempire.live. It's only $15 a month right now starting off for all the shit that you're getting. And to get the full package with everything that it does, everything that it does is only $99 a month, bro. So go do the research. Go follow TikTok. Go read the flyers and the covers to get a brief insight. I don't want to say too much until after the launch day, because I don't want nobody to bite my shit. You heard me? So I'm Ali Hoodstar365. Go get the merch. Show love. Oh, we donations are welcome via Cash App. You can send it to Cash App, the money sign, HSW365. All right, and if you want to invest, follow me, DM me, supply your number. We can FaceTime, because I don't do all the scamming shit. You can FaceTime with me, and we could talk about it, man. I could bring you on as an investor. You want to be part of the situation, hit me up. All right? And I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, let me light one for my peoples. For all those who lost their lives. It's a cold, cold world. And it's a the temperature a little off by mid-December. It ain't even snowed yet, but it's snowing in the desert, and it's raining. They're dropping them all via drones. Whoa, what you mean it's okay? What you mean is alright? What? Don't you hear the screams of the people that are in the fight? Whoa. Oppression run wild all over the world. The pain that I feel inside. We send them prayers and the peace and blessings from way over here for those who lost their lives to oppression. Oh. There will be the day, the last day when we all will be judged. Facts. I ain't trying to preach, I ain't on that, but it is what it was. Whether good or bad, it is what it was. How it's gonna weigh on the scale will determine your faith. No matter how much money you made during your lifetime. How many cars, how many cribs, how many bitches, how many this, how many that shit. It don't matter on the day of resurrection. When he comes down back to us, he gonna break the cross, kill the pig, have it out with the Antichrist. We already know what it is. The truth is out the bag. A black man roamed the earth, and the big man was his dad. Cold winter. It's a cold, cold winter. In the middle of December. 2023.